Hello YouTube, I am Wysteria Starflower, and I am starting this new series where I'm going to go through the story in a new game plus, and we're going to experience it together, because I also want to go through the story again, because it's been a while, it's been a few years, and we'll see what happens. Now, I will leave the question and ask the question right now. I am currently leveling all of my range DPS. My question is, do I pick up one of these other classes and go through the new game plus? Because that would get another job up there. However, that will just add into the madness that my main character has, where she has all the jobs unlocked and it's like level 50, 55, 60, Gunbreaker's like 100. Most of these are 70 or 100. I think my Pugilist is, or Monk is like 50, and like I could just keep going with these three, like cycling them, which, okay, let me click the right button. Well, I'm occupied. I'm not occupied. I am going to equip that one. Oh my gosh. I got this. Recommended gear. Oh, I'm also gonna switch it. I don't know why it doesn't like that ring. I'm gonna swap my rings like that. Add. Thank you. And then bow. Okay. I'll start out as dancer for now. Move those up there. What is it, K? No. It's somewhere in here. Aha, P. So that's move 1, move 2. I think that one goes there. Then fan dance. shield, my dance partner. Probably gonna switch this around. Okay. I know flourish. I think it's flourish. That changes into oh no. I don't know what my headset just did. Starfall dance. Then dance 4. Which actually, we might have that up there. And that down there. Last dance. I'll do that. This one. Okay, well, that worked out pretty evenly. Okay. It's not where I need to go. Oh, it is. Now, the last couple quests, so there's a few before this one. This is a level 4 quest. That is really just introducing you to the town that you start in, introducing you to your job quests, your class quests, and getting you familiar with your surroundings. And that literally takes you from like 1 to 5, realistically. I missed what she said, but she's like, go to the Bannock, which is out here in the 12's Wood, and go find this Galfred guy. Now, I could just teleport out there, but I'll take a little run. Not before I summon my mount, though. Oh, this game is so pretty. I was wondering what that sound was. It's just my chocobo. Ooh, what happened there? Anyways, Galfred. We made it. It was pretty uneventful because I am level 62 and nobody wants to touch me. I keep skipping the dialogue, I'm sorry. I want to read it for you guys because I want to read it. Greetings. Mione. Sent word to expect you. My name is Galfred, and I am responsible for training our twin adder recruits. I thank you for volunteering your assistance. The Twelfth Wood is much changed since the calamitous arrival of the Seventh Umbral Era 5 years ago. The power of the elementals wanes, and the harmony of the forest gives way to chaos. A great abundance of life has been lost as the strong run rampant, stifling the weak and the new sprung. Though it may not appear so to the eye of an outsider, the Twelfth Wood is ailing, its once rich variety of fading memory. For the citizens of Gridania, the restoration of the forest is a sacred duty, and it is my hope that adventurers such as you will offer to aid them in their struggle. Listen to their requests and do all that you can. May the elementals bless your endeavors. Yes, sir. I see you're eager to lend a hand. This is well, but I cannot in good conscience send you into the forest until I have established that your equipment is equal to the task. It bears repeating that, in the 5 years since the dawn of the Seventh Umbral Era, many of the Twelve Swords creatures has transformed into vicious, bloodthirsty monsters. Venturing into the forest without the proper gear is tantamount to suicide. I suggest you take some time to evaluate your equipment. Once you deem your armor to be sufficient quality, present yourself for me for inspection. Your head, body, hands, legs. Oh, it's all 5 pieces. Need to be eye level 5 or above. And my gear 265, 255. You know, I'm not struggling. Ready for inspection, are we? Right then. Eyes forward, back straight. Yes, I think you passed muster. You would be surprised at how many young, promising soldiers get themselves killed by rushing off into the woods without first donning a decent set of armor. Your equipment, however, should provide the required degree of protection. Consider yourself ready for duty. Ah, by your tireless efforts, you have proven yourself a friend to Gridania. I believe you can be trusted with sensitive intelligence. I would assign you a mission of considerable import, yet the need for secrecy prevents me from disclosing its details until you have pledged your participation. I am authorized to tell you only that it concerns suspicious activity in the 12th Sword. Say that you will lend us your aid and I shall proceed with the briefing. Good. Time is of the essence, so listen well. You will by now have heard that a suspicious individual has been seen prowling the 12th Wood. And you may also be aware that Ixali activity has risen sharply in the region of late. What you... Hold on. What you may not know is that this increase coincided almost exactly with the first recorded sighting of the aforementioned individual. Suspecting a connection, we tightened our surveillance in hopes of tracking down our unknown visitor. Alas, Quarry is proving to be exceedingly elusive, almost as if he knows our movements ahead of time. But where whole units have failed, a lone adventurer may yet succeed. Acting independently and covertly, you may be able to close in on our quarry unnoticed. Fear and anxiety are beginning to take their toll upon the citizenry. For their sake, I ask you, aid us in this investigation. You have my gratitude. With your help, I am hopeful we will shed light upon this mystery. Begin your search at Lifeman Stump. It is there that the majority of the sightings took place. Be forewarned, my people cannot offer you support, lest our quarry catch scent of our presence and evade us yet again. proceed with caution. Red mage. I love red mage. I guess that is one class I could take, because like I absolutely love red mage. Sorry. I am just going to get on my mount. A magicked blade. You are about to enter an instanced battle. Instanced battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the call of duty. I am way above that.
Look, someone's already here. Oh dear. Is that a sword in the stump? Bad idea. Really bad idea.
Is that so?
It takes a lot less than that to incite the Green Wrath, you know. Why, the first time we came to the Twelves Wood, we almost ended up as a train's dinner, just for crashing our airship in the wrong place. It was all Papolimo's fault, of course. Though, he'd sooner swallow his staff than admit that he's wrong.
I think that airship she's talking about is when Sid was with them and they crashed. And then, you know, Sid went missing or got amnesia, you know.
No, not this one. Not even close. Kupo!
You know her, Kuplo Cop?
Well, not exactly, but we did once share a carriage. Isn't that right?
We did share a carriage.
How are the readings?
Same as the last. There is a disturbance here as well. And newly manifested at that. Kuplo Cop seems convinced of your innocence. But if this isn't your doing, whose is it?
La Habrea. I mean, who?
Ever since the calamity, the forest's been really sensitive. The slightest disruption to the etheric flow. And this sort of thing happens.
Oh, no. I'd be terrified to see a tree just de-root itself and come running at me. That's not my idea of a fun time.
It seems we have little choice.
This one takes a minute, even with maybe it won't. Am I on the right track? No, I'm not. It's crazy that these are the only two moves I have between level 2 and level 1. I keep messing up my combo, and it's only 2 so far. Easy. Ooh, shiny. I like shiny. Guys, I'm having a weird dream. Like, is any of this for real? Or not?
Hear, feel, think.
Leave a like if you know that reference. Not bad. I've been trying to drink more.
Bearer.
I'll mention it after.
I am Heidelin, all made one. A light there once was that shone throughout this realm, yet it hath since grown dim. And as it hath faltered, so hath darkness risen up in its stead, presaging an end to life. For the sake of all, I beseech thee, deliver us from this fate. The power to banish the darkness dwelleth in the crystals of light. Journey forth and lay claim to them. By thy deeds shall the crystals reveal themselves to thee. Only believe, for the light liveth in thy heart. Go now, my child, and shine thy light on all creation.
You fainted. A surfeit of ether, no doubt.
And what have we here?
Our culprit, it would seem, an Ixal. And no ordinary Ixal either. A chieftain. That they would venture this deep into enemy territory, the beastmen may indeed be acting under orders. This is Papalimo. We found the
How are we
culprit.
feeling then?
It was an Ixaly
Better?
chieftain.
Good.
Yes, we'll seek Brother Esumian's cooperation in the matter. Ida? Oh, loud, tactless. Much the same as always.
I'm now curious to know what Papa Lima was all saying. But she didn't give me a second to answer if I was better.
Giant crystals? Can't say I've seen any. Are you sure you're feeling better?
Well, considering you didn't give me a chance to answer.
Understood. Over and out.
Did she just say pray
Kuplo
return
Kop.
to the waking sand?
Please bear word of these developments to Brother Esumian. We shall soon return to give a full report.
Understood. Over and out. Kupo!
Esumian.
Here is where we part ways. Till next time, take care.
Take care, short stack. We're just like, huh.
I think that sword might be a clue. You should definitely pull it out and take it back to the Bannock.
So, isn't that their job? Aren't they supposed to be doing that? Or
You don't suppose that adventurer could see Kuplo Kop, do you?
And this occurs to you now?
no?
Yes, it seemed that way. Time will tell.
Well, time will have to, because you won't. You never tell me what's really going on. Unless
You
you don't know what's going on either.
Don't spill all the secrets, Ida.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Maybe. Okay. Anyways, I was saying that I'm trying to drink more Ollipops. And I got a new flavor. I got a lemon and lime one today. And I mostly just taste lemon. Kind of like lemon and honey tea, but, you know, cold and fizzy. So that was, it's not bad. I drink honey lemon tea all the time. It's definitely not a Sprite. It's good to see you back. One of our patrols sent word that you had been spotted during battle with enraged treants. I am relieved to find you none the worse for the experience. I only passed out. It's fine. But tell me, what were you able to discover at Lifeman Stump? Well, I found a crystal. Sorry. But I guess this sword is of better value than a crystal. A sword in the stump and a dead Ixal? I can say with absolute certainty that this blade is of Ixali origin. It is of a kind used exclusively in the Beastman's rituals. The Ixal rarely set foot in the Central Shroud, so tight is our guard over the area. What purpose could have driven them to take such a risk? I fear something is afoot. What's that? A dubious couple sporting peculiar spectacles? So you've finally been acquainted with Ida and Papalymo. Lay your suspicions to rest. Gridania counts them among her staunchest allies. Both are scholars hailing from a distant land and have been with us since before the calamity. Their garb may appear outlandish and their exchanges baffling, but never once have they given us cause to doubt them. Indeed, they often assist the gods Quiver and the Wood Whalers in their work, much as I hope you will in the days to come. Although our unknown visitor eludes us still, owing to your efforts, we have acquired important intelligence on the Ixali threat. You have my gratitude. We are fortunate indeed to have a capable adventurer such as you aiding us. I pray you will continue to serve the people of Gridania in whatever capacity you are able. Injuries to several of my men have left me short-handed, and I require a capable sword to complete. Did something just crash? This sounded like something crashed. And I require a capable sword to complete their unfinished duty. Their task is simple. Put down as many of the local Chigo population as necessary to acquire 3 of their egg sacs. Having done so, you are to deliver them to Monrangui at Gilbert Spire. He will answer any questions you might have. Now I have other business to attend to. But yeah, it sounded like something crashed over here. I just heard something in the background. I think I'm gonna change my this. Okay, what is that? Okay. Here we go. Dead, dead, and dead, dead, dead. Moranguine. Monranguine. Ah, you must be the adventurer that Galfried sent over? It seems, however, that you had little trouble gathering the execs in their stead. Excellent work. I shall have those sent over to the Trappers League immediately. Lest you wonder, these execs are not destined for the dinner table. Members of the Twin Adder and the Wood Whalers are assisting the League by collecting the samples they need to check for signs of sickness. The Chigo, you see, is one of the few creatures capable of transmitting the disease known as the Creeping Death. Until relatively recently, any Hyur who contracted this ghastly illness would almost invariably perish. Indeed, a single outbreak once claimed the lives of a third of the Hyurian population here in Gravania. That was a long time ago, of course. With the medicines available to us now, the creeping death is not the killer it once was. Even so, it is best to halt any new outbreaks before they occur. Thus we gather Chigo eggs on a regular basis in order to assist the Trappers League with their ongoing research. Your timely assistance is most appreciated. Such an embarrassing turn of events. I sent a recruit from the Bannock on a surveying expedition only for the Craven to turn tail and flee at the first sign of trouble. This is not how we treat requests from the conjurers, and as if such a poor showing weren't bad enough, the lily-livered halfwit left behind the surveying equipment provided by the hero Pauline herself. While I attempt to instill some backbone into this so-called soldier, would you mind recovering the survey gear and turning it to hero Pauline at Gabino's Bower? According to my recruit's tale of woe, there should be a set of survey records, a surveyor's rope, and 2 boxes of surveyor's equipment strewn about the interior of the cave to the south of here. It's a wonder the dang fool didn't lose his boots. Ahem. Matron watch over to the south. It's in this cave. There's some records. Okay. Some instruments. A rope. And some more instruments. Yes, may I assist you with some matter? Well, I just got your stuff. Oh, but this is the equipment I left with the soldiers on the Bannock. Fled at the first sight of danger, you say? I see. Well, all is not lost. It appears the recruit managed to complete the surveying assignment. The records are actually quite detailed. With the changes wrought by the calamity, I thought it wise to send the Order of the Twin Adder on a number of expeditions to map the region's topography. As fortune would have it, the officer saw these tasks as an excellent opportunity to train inexperienced soldiers. We can no longer rely on our past knowledge of the Twelfthwood. If we are to survey these troubled times, we must reacquaint ourselves with our surroundings, that we may better discern the threats we face. Stay vigilant, adventurer. I hesitate to make such a dangerous request, but might you assist us in thinning the number of anoles, anoles, anowels on naked rock? In our efforts to commune with the elementals, we conjurers often find ourselves in the area. Of late, however, our meditations have all too frequently been interrupted and unprovoked anole attacks. Truly, the beasts grow more aggressive by the day. Their numbers have continued to grow since the advent of the seventh umbral era, you see, forcing packs of the scale skin to come down from the mountains in search of food. If you could slay a handful of these beasts, that should lessen their need to hunt and also serve as a warning to the anoles to remain within their territory. But I'm afraid you must do more than thin the existing population. If we are to truly break this spiraling growth, then we must also target their future offspring. Bring me one of their eggs, and you will have played your part in returning balance to the area of the forest. You think they'll attack me? Nah. Ah, you have returned. Now might my brothers and sisters continue their meditations undisturbed? You have my thanks. As for the egg, may I ask you to deliver it to Isubi Kamazam at the Bannock? Anole eggs are both large and filled with nutrients, the perfect meal for a soldier. She will be more than a little pleased to see you, I should imagine. goes there? Oh, it's you. Hmm? Another delivery? Yes, ma'am? Yes, ma'am. I'm not certain I should be the one to... By Nauthica! That's an Anoli egg. The troops will be glad indeed to see one of these at the table. And you say here Pauline sent you on this errand? I hear the Anolis are more numerous than ever, yet you appear to have managed the task with your skin intact. Your skill and bravery continue to amaze me. Well, you are welcome. Thank the gods you've come. We have a potent potential crisis on our hands, and I would appreciate your assistance. Will you hear me out? Listen well, for we haven't much time. To the southeast of here lies a dungeon known as the Spirit Hold. It was all but destroyed during the calamity. Desiring to offer the ruins back to the forest, a hero ventured inside to carry out the rite of returning. Alas, it would seem something has gone awry. Word arrived just moments ago that the hero and his guards have been attacked by a towering shadow. Aye, you heard me true. A shadow. On any other day, I would dispatch my best quivermen to provide support, but I sent them to repel an Ixali incursion to the Westshroud nary a bell ago. The timing of these events cannot be mere coincidence. I fear that Ixal somehow caught wind of our plans, and are attempting to disrupt the rite in an effort to weaken the bond between man and elemental. They must not be allowed to succeed, and so I bid you to go to Spirit Hold and do whatever is necessary to resolve the situation. Please say you will help us. Yes. I know you would not let me down. You will have all the support I can muster. Now, we are racing against time, so you had best make haste. Okay. Oh, that's a cute name. Who goes there? An adventurer, is it? Here, at Instructor Galfred's request, you say? Thank the matron. Doubtless you already know this, but a towering shadow manifested without warning and attacked the hero in the midst of the rite. Most of his party has successfully evacuated, but 5 remain unaccounted for. Please find them and see them out of harm's way. Oh, a great shadow, towering over me, what in the 12's good grace. An adventurer? Please, you must save the hero. Galfred sent you? I am no longer of use here. Pray help the hearer in my stead. Away, vile thing, away, I say. I defy you. Uh, oh, an adventurer. We were ambushed in the midst of the ritual, and then, I'm not sure what happened. You were sent to hell? I fear you are too late. The ritual has failed. I must needs return to Gardania. The seed seers must know of this. That thing was no elemental, but a being born of darkness. The hearer languishes alone in the depths. You must help him. O mournful voice of creation, grant ye this humble stone a soul, that it may wake to life. Oh, this thing is going down so fast. That the golem could be vanquished. That woman is no ordinary adventurer. If I remember correctly, we... This is kind of spoilers. In Endwalker, we went to the past. And I think that's where everything started with us. Because it's like, by all means, I don't think we're anyone special. Dang it, he has eluded us yet again. Oh, fancy meeting you here. How are things? Shh, more birds. This makes it how many times today? 7? Their movements are beyond or for fathoming. Do you think maybe they're trying to summon their primal? I hope not, for all our sakes, yet we must be prepared for the worst. Withered, the same fate has befallen Emerald Moss. It is as we feared. Dalaman's anomaly is affecting life in the Twelveswood. You mean the disturbance in the etheric flow? The very same. The Garleans have a lot to answer to. A lot to answer for. The imbalance they have created is plunging the land into chaos, just as Louis Soir forewarned. It's no wonder the primals have started appearing. Time is against us, but here there is still hope for the land. We must hold fast to that hope and fight to the very last. Agreed. Ack, stupid things. Those stupid things happen to be the very latest Charlian innovation. Show some respect. But they're so uncomfortable and ugly. If you ask me, they're an improvement over that mask of yours. Hard to believe it's already been 5 whole years, isn't it? Already? 5 years is but a heartbeat in the life of the planet. I suppose you're right. Now that I think about it, the Twelves would barely recovered at all, and the Gridanians still have the same old problems. Aye, along with some new ones, just in just in case Ixal and Garuda weren't troublesome enough. The Sylphs had to go and invite Ramu, didn't they? Do you ever think about those adventurers who fought alongside us? I do. And then 5 years seems like ages. I wonder what became of them. Ida, look. Golly, and what is that exactly? Or, that is what exactly? Yeah, another disturbance in the ether, and freshly manifested at that. It seems to be emanating from Life Med Stump. Are you alright? Your eyes glazed over for a while there. The good news is the hearer is unharmed, somewhat dazed, yes, but whole of mind and body. The bad news concerns everything else. Lest you forget, the Twelves Wood is the domain of the elementals. It is by their leave that man abides in the forest and avails himself of its bounty. The ground which this dungeon occupies is no different. Having no more use of the dungeon, the Gridania sent a hearer to offer the place back to the elementals by way of the rite of returning, which is essentially an expression of gratitude. Alas, he failed to complete the ritual for obvious reasons. While the poor soul cannot be blamed for this, the fact remains that unless the elementals are given their due, they may well consider it a slight. And the very last thing the Gridanians can afford to do in these uncertain times is risk alienating the Twelves-Wood Eternal Guardians. We have more than done your part. We shall see the hearer to safety, and send for his peers to finish the rite. In the meantime, please make your way outside and report to Alistair. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Papalima, and the tactless beside me here is Ida. Papalima and I are surveying the Twelfswood together. Pleased to meet ya. Ida, give me a hand, would you? Wait, there is something familiar about you. Could it be that you are... Never mind. Doubtless my eyes are playing tricks. Till we meet again. That I am a what, Papolimo? What am I? Say it. All of this happened inside a spirit hold? 12 preserve us. Who was that masked mage, and by what dark ambition is he driven? So many things shrouded in mystery. Well, I shan't find any answers on my own. I just need to discuss this with Galfred. The, the matter warrants a full investigation. If I am any judge, and that the matter warrants a full investigation, if I am any judge, and that shall certainly be my recommendation. Your courage has saved many lives this day, adventurer. For this you have my deepest gratitude. Pray return to Britannia and seek out Mione. Understand she wishes to thank you for your efforts on our behalf. Where does return take us? Oh. What can we do for you this evening? Oh, I do want to retire to an inner room real fast. Okay. Okay, never mind. Okay, before I turn this in, I need to go to the bathroom. I... That one. Alright, I'm back. I also grabbed a snack. So, I'm gonna be muted unless I need to talk. But let's continue on. Of course, why didn't I think that this would be... Yeah, I need to... Welcome back. A little bird tells me that the hero and his party owe you their lives. It's out for the tavern if I ever heard there... If ever there were one. It is only a shame that I must ask you not to tell it, for the time being at least. Do I make myself clear? Until the hearers have made their will on the matter known, it would be best to avoid unsettling people with stories of walking statues. Yes, ma'am. Now then, you must have suitable recompense for your valiant service. For the first half of your reward, I give you leave to make use of the accommodation here at the guild. Arrangements have been made, so all you need to do is speak with Antoine whenever you crave the comfort of a firm bed and a soft pillow. For the second half of your reward, I offer you another path to fame and fortune. Guild leves. Guild leves are records of various requests we receive from the citizenry. They outline all manner of tasks which ambitious young adventurers like you can elect to undertake. Gontran is our guild lev official, or levmate, here at the Caroline Canopy. I have spoken with him regarding your knack for solving challenging problems, and he is eager to make your acquaintance. By the way, have you perchance heard of the coming festival? It is truly a splendid occasion, looked forward to by young and old alike, and one I heartily recommend that you take the time to enjoy. Don't be too disappointed if the recent trouble casts a shadow over proceedings, however. I fear nothing short of the mysterious interloper's apprehension can prevent this. But we were talking about you. You have made Mother proud. I expect great things of you, young lady. How is my favorite fresh-faced adventurer? Oh, do not scowl so. I speak out of habit. You've come a long way since you first walked through my door, and I'll not deny it. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time you made yourself useful at Bent Branch Meadows in Central Shroud. Unlike the recruits you see at the Bannock, the men and women out at Bent Branch are fully occupied with their own work. As such, I imagine there are more than a few who would welcome the assistance of a rapidly maturing adventurer like yourself. Bent Branch is also home to a very usefully situated aetheryte. It is, in other words, the perfect place for you to begin your next stage of your journey as an adventurer. And what better time than the present? Leave the city via the Blue Badger Gate and continue to the southwest until you come to a bridge. Cross it, and then you will spy an aetheryte in the distance. You may congratulate yourself on having successfully found Bent Branch Meadows. If you so fancy, you may also make use of the Chocobo Porter service, doubtless the safest way to get to your destination. Chocobo keep Singer should not hesitate to lend his birds to a capable adventurer like you. Oh, and to be sure to introduce yourself to Keitha, the head chocobo wrangler, when you arrive. Well, I'm skipping all of that because I already have the Aetheryte. You must be the venturer Mion sent word about. I'm Keitha, head wrangler around these parts. I've heard many and more things about you. Good things, lest you worry. When the elder Seedseer bade us welcome venturers, 'tis fair to say we had our doubts, till hard-working folk like yourself set about proving us wrong. Consider me a convert. Any road, you have a mind to help out at the ranch, have you? Good, we could always use with a hand or two to keep the place running smoothly. As a matter of fact, I've a task right here that wants doing. Let me know when you're ready to get busy. Oh, and you come highly recommended, so don't go letting no one down, eh? Some Kikern, Kikern has gone and broken one of my chocobo eggs. The filthy little thief was busy looting the barn when a guard startled it, prompted the dang thing to drop the egg it was clutching and ran. Some of the lads gave chase, bless them, but when three more of the vermin appeared, me lot had no choice but to turn back. Something has to be done about those Kikern. Would you mind heading over to the matron's lathe and having a word with a soldier named Roseline for me? The ratman nest in her neck of the woods. The ratman nest in her neck of the woods. See, she'll know what to do. Got it. Speaking is hard sometimes. You're here on Keitha's behalf? I see. Broke one of her eggs, you say? And there were four of the creatures? The Kikern are a nuisance at the best of times, but we must now add trespass and chocobo murderer to their list of transgressions. They have forced our hand. Our retribution must needs be swift and decisive. And who better than you to deliver, adventurer? Find the layer to the west of here and make an example of exactly 4 Kikern scramblers. We can send no clearer message. The deed is done? Good. A grim task, but a necessary one. You have shown them the folly of inciting the wrath of those who consort with adventurers. Perhaps now the Keycurn will think twice before giving into their larcenous proclivities. Sorry, sometimes it's a little hard because I am so far away from the screen. Ho there, adventurer. You seem light on your feet. Fancy a quick skip along the route of the Heaven's Pillar here. I need someone to pick off a blue trumpet or two. I know what you're thinking. It's not more than a mushroom, so why the commotion? I'll tell you why. You allow that fungal menace to multiply, and within a moon they'll be covering the whole dang route and rotting the wood clear through. Just watch your step while you're up there, though. The dynamites on the ground won't waste any time adding insult to falling injuries. Once you're done, head up to the top end of the route and report to Theodore. He'll be glad to hear someone's taking care of one of his more dreaded chores. Okay. Okay. One, two, three. And I got the fourth one. Now we head up. Hello, Theodore. Oh, you've cleared the route of blue trumpets? Wonderful. To be quite honest, I have a teeny tiny problem with heights. No, this is not my ideal posting, but we all do what we must. Keeping the route passable is an important job, you see. It's one of the few ways folk can traverse the central shroud since the calamity all but split the area in twain. It is not, perhaps, the easiest pathway to walk, but there are those who believe the will of the matron herself caused this tendril of a heaven's pillar to remain thus suspended, that it might serve the forest's people. I'm rather fond of the notion myself. It is, regrettably, my duty to stand watch over the road from here to Bent Branch Meadows. The ranch has become a veritable institution of Gardania, so any threats to its continued operation are taken quite seriously by the wood whalers. Which reminds me, mayhap it was my imagination, but I believe I caught a glimpse of some shadowy figure not too long ago. Would you mind passing word to Roseline down below? I would go myself, but well, it's hard enough marshalling the courage to walk to the route for my shift. A shadowy fellow. Now that you mention it, I have seen something. I dismissed it as a trick of the light before, but I thought I saw a shadow in the forest to the north. Still, I suspect it nothing more than a Kakir thief on the run. If you must sate your curiosity, by all means investigate. Should you actually find something, I would very much like to see it. Hmm? Have you found something? Yeah, just this leather bag. Remnants of a campfire in a forgotten bag. This could belong to any adventurer or traveler. And inside we have a chocobo grooming brush and roseling oil. But wait, why would a traveler make camp here when it would be far safer to beg of the hospitality of Bent Branch Meadows? Beggar me, I think this belongs to that stranger said to have meddling with the chocobos. Thank you, adventurer. We have been lax on our duties, but no longer. I swear we will find this shadow. We cannot allow other centuries to dismiss similar sightings. They must know what we have learned. To that end, I prepared this letter containing everything we know about our mysterious stranger. I need you to show it to my comrades throughout the Shroud. Once each century has committed the details to memory, have them write their name at the bottom of the confirmation. Start with Elmar at the Bannock, then find Bernard at the eastern gates of Bent Branch Meadows. They ought to relay the information to others. Finally, make sure Ilgar sees the letter. He stands watch within the stables, so if this stranger aims to harm the chocobos, Ilgar may have to personally put an end to him. Off we go into the wild blue. You don't look like you're here for training. No. A shadowy figure. Understood. I'll pass word to the recruits as well as the sentries. Let me just make my mark. There. That should do. If you follow the road south, you'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bent Branch. You'll find Bernard by the bridge to Bent Branch. Godspeed, adventurer. You have business with me, adventurer. Yeah, I got this missive. Roseline is right to be cautious, for this stranger to venture so close, yet go to such lengths to remain undetected, is highly suspicious. They clearly have designs on Bent Branch. We appreciate the help. I should write my name here, yes? And here. Take it. You'll find Ilgar in the stables, past the Aetheryte. The birds, adventurer. They get nervous around strangers. What's this? A shadowy figure near the matron's lathe? You've already shown this to Bernard and Elmer, I see. Good, good. Then all that's left is to inform the staff here. Not everyone here is a wood whaler, true. But even our stable boys wouldn't hesitate to pick up arms to defend these chocobos. You're quite the compassionate adventurer by the sound of it. Well, far be it for me to look a gift chocobo in the mouth. I have need of a capable woman like yourself. We received a peddler at the gates the other day, an excitable Lalafell that was sweating and swearing that he had been attacked by large winged beasts. Yet other than hornets, I know of no flying creatures in this region. If there are any truth to what he said, it may prove problematic for other travelers. Follow the road south and see if you can find any evidence to his claim. Sorry about that. And should you find something, kindly tell Lothair to patrol his area sometime instead of just standing beneath the spire and staring at the dang road. In those words. Well, I guess there were winged creatures. Oh, sorry. There were winged creatures, and they were defending a nest? Well, perhaps we could omit the last detail from any official reports. There we go. I don't know what happened the last time. Sorry about that interruption again. My fiance walked into the room again. Oh, I missed the last part of his thing, but it was like, do not want, I can't remember who he said, but whoever to be more cross with him because he let vultures nest nearby. Thank you for slaying the beasts. You may rest assured that I will not permit this to happen again. Better not. I have another task for you, adventurer. I need you to head to the hedge tree to the south of here and speak with Hearer Leone. Leone. After tending to the hedge tree, the hero was scheduled to board a boat from the Mirror Planks. Well, the vessel's departure time has come and gone, but there's still no sign of her. Sorry, my nail just cracked. Okay. Knowing how absorbed the hearer has become in her work, I am not unduly concerned. Armel, however, was responsible for organizing Leonie's transportation and is likely wondering if her wayward passenger is ever going to arrive. Perhaps a gentle reminder is in order? I just have all sorts of things happening. In and out of the game. It's fine. Yes, what troubles you might do? Ah, yes, the boat. I had quite forgotten. Hmm? Oh, my task with the hedge tree is well and finished, but the elementals murmur of a malevolent presence here in the vicinity of the Tamtar Deepcroft. I must abide a while longer, that I might better divine the source of the elemental's distress. Please inform Armel that I shall be late in arriving. You're already late. Oh, I also have a doggy here with me too. So if he starts barking, I'm sorry and I will try to mute myself, but I can't guarantee much. You bear a message from Hera Leone? An evil presence in the Deepcroft. That sounds grave indeed. I shall organize a vessel for a later time then. Perhaps a bell from now? 2? Better make it 3, just to be safe. Thank you for your trouble. Might you assist me with another matter, milady? A wagon that departed from Quarry Mill was overturned on the road when some large, ill-tempered forest beast chose that moment to defend its territory. By Nathika's grace, The driver escaped without serious injury, but the wagon's cargo was not so fortunate. With none willing to risk another encounter with the creature, I can only assume the goods remained strewn across the ground where the incident occurred. Simply follow the road here to the south that you should come across the wreckage. Salvage what cargo you can and deliver it to Keitha at Bent Branch Meadows, if you would be so kind. One and two. Ah, that's the shipment I was waiting on from Quarry Mill. I heard the wagon ran afoul of some great monstrosity just up the path from the mirror planks. But I see you've managed to scrape together a few bits and pieces. Seems I can't get through 2 bells these days without hearing some new tale of horrors in the Deepcroft or bandit cutthroats prowling the woods hereabouts. Makes me wonder if me chocobos are safe at night, it does. If we're ever in need of venturing skills, I hope you'll be around to lend a hand. No, oh please, not Leia's egg. Wisteria, you must help me. I stepped out of the stables for but a moment, and when I returned, it was gone. Uh, what was gone? An egg. Sorry. You, you are sure the chocobos will lay another? Gah, you do not understand. The egg is extremely valuable. I must find it. You will help me, won't you? Oh, thank you. Someone must have made off with it. There can be no other explanation. I shall scour every ilm of the stable once more just to be sure. While I do so, I should be very grateful if you would ask the others if they noticed anything unusual. See anyone acting suspicious? I most certainly did, lass. A man. It was running off towards the town tower of Deepcroft. You say an egg was took? Then I'd say that there wasn't your culprit. But why would anyone pinch a chocobo egg? Without the proper learning, it's dang near impossible to get one to hatch. The chocobo egg has gone missing. Well, let me think. Now that you mention it, the chocobos were making quite a racket earlier, so much so, in fact, that I ran over to check on them, almost flattening a passing peddler in my haste. I didn't find anything out of the ordinary, though. Can I describe the peddler? Oh, he was an Ellison fellow. Didn't recognize his face, seemed awfully twitchy. Oh, you don't think he... Why in the heck didn't I go across him? Have I seen any odd characters about? Aside from yourself, you mean? Not that I recall. I did see someone calming the birds, but only from a distance. I assumed it was Luqualot. But if you say he was away from the stables at the time, then who was that with the chocobos? There can be no mistake then. The egg was indeed stolen. And from what you have told me, this was no simple robbery. That the culprit should take only Leia's egg and discard the rest tells me that we are dealing with someone well versed in chocobo breeding. I am sorry to say that the individual in question is likely to be a citizen of my native Ishgard. Leia, you see, is of the bloodline of Oranos, one of the greatest birds ever to grace an Ishgardian stable. Many a man in my homeland would give his right arm to possess one of Leia's eggs. I should have foreseen this. We must give chase at once. Hold your chocobos, Luculop. If this egg thief is from Ishgard, like you say, why did he go running off towards the Tamtar Deepcroft? Unless I've got me mental map upside down. That's the opposite direction. Well, yes, but he may seek to lay a false trail. Or, bah, the way of it is not important. Leia's egg is all that matters. Adventurer, I beg of you, hunt the scoundrel down and take back what he stole. Well, at least you ain't planning on chasing after him yourself, wherever he's from. We may work wonders with our birds, Wysteria, but acts of daring do ain't exactly our field. If you don't mind, we'll leave that end of things to you. With luck, you may catch the thief on the road to Tamtar Deepcroft, but do be careful. We cannot be certain he is working alone in this. I'm still not used to mouse and keyboard, so pardon if I misclick anything. Okay, well, there we go. I have caught you at last, you spiteful imp. Now hand over the egg. You can't have it. This egg belongs to Luqualot. Who in Hallone's bloody fury are you? Oh, those sops at Bent Branch hired themselves an adventurer, did they? Yet another complication. This farce has gone on long enough. Kill the Moogle and the farmer's hireling, and bring me that dang egg. Because I can. And look at that. Thank you. What's that, Kubo? How did I come to be out here? Ah, well, this egg here is Leia's. Leia is a very special chocobo, in case you didn't know. Anyway, I was having a nap in the stables when that nasty fellow crept in and tried to steal it. So I snatched it up as quickly as I could and made a run for it. I was planning to take it back to Bent Branch Meadows myself, but it might be safer if you did it. I'm sure Luke would be very happy to see you. Did you have the egg? Is it safe? Yeah, it's right here. I just stuck it in my back pocket. Yes, it has the right coloring, the right weight, and is most definitely Leia's egg. I know not how to thank you. Yeah, we were there for a bit. It was good to see you and the egg back safe and sound. It was actually a Moogle who took the egg to keep us safe. So I was correct in my assumption that an Isht Guardian was involved, albeit one who did not, in fact, make off with the egg. How, well, I could hardly have anticipated the intervention of a Moogle. Bugger me, it couldn't be the same one, could it? Might you have encountered an unlikely savior before, Kiba? Could be, eh? One of them saved me hides back when the calamity struck. I was in a part of the woods, what we now call the standing courses, that day. It seemed like the whole bleeding forest was ablaze, and I couldn't find a yalm, and I couldn't see a yalm in front of me for all the smoke, well nigh giving up hope I had. Then, all of a sudden, a Moogle appears out of nowhere, tugs at me smoldering sleeve, and leads me straight to a bit of the wood where the fire hadn't taken hold. And now you know why the business is named Moogle's Gift Mounts. Seemed like the least I could do. I'd be dead if it weren't for that plucky little bugger. Incredible. It may well be that the Moogle has stood vigil over us ever since that day. Ha! We better get back to work then. Wouldn't want to go letting our guardian angel down, would we? You have our thanks. Oh, and I believe Luke will give you a little something for your troubles. Leah's egg is irreplaceable. I cannot well express to you the depth of my gratitude, and yet I find that I am still troubled. While this whole regrettable episode unfolded, I bore witness to a sight that greatly concerned me. My thanks for your kindness earlier. I hate to impose again, but I have need of your assistance in another matter, one of grave import, I fear. Of late, I have noticed Ixali dirigibles have been appearing over the 12 zone with increasing regularity. The frequency, however, does not bother me so much as to where they chose to fly. A patch of sky directly above the guardian tree. The tree is a sacred site, or so I was given to believe when I first came to Gridania. and thus I naturally assumed that the elementals would not suffer the Ixali to profane it. Yet the birdmen have been coming and going as they please, with nary a sign of protest from the guardians of the Twelveswood. And it was that which set me to thinking ever since the appearance of the much talked about suspicious individual. Many and more strange things have been occurring in the forest. Could it be that he did something to the elementals? In case it proved useful, I have committed the details of my sightings to parchment. I would ask you to deliver the documents to Mother Mew. Please make all haste. I have the irrepressible feeling that something terrible is about to happen. This way. You're not the person I need. Oh, keep up the good work, you hear? A letter from Luqualot. I have a slightest inkling what this could be about. Gods be good. I have a mission for you. Suffice it to say, it is urgent. I fear it may prove dangerous. However, you must be prepared. Make what arrangements you can and report back to me the moment you are ready. Time is of the essence, so I shall speak plainly. Oh hey, I know those guys. Hello. Based on Luqualot's observations, the Ixal have designs on the Guardian Tree, and they mean to act soon. The tree is the oldest living thing in this ancient forest, and it is held sacred by every forest-born Gridanian. Should it come to any harm, the elementals would fly into a rage beyond pacifying. I dread to think of the chaos that would ensue. There isn't much time. We must act quickly. Please see this letter in the hands of Bow Lord Lewin, in the seat of the first bow in Quiver's Holt. Should the need arise, pray put yourself wholly at the man's disposal. I strongly suspect that he will need all the able-bodied souls he can muster. The fate of Gridania hangs in the balance. Go swiftly. urgent message from Mother Miyun. Very well, you may enter. So, you are Wysteria Starflower, the adventurer of whom I have heard so much. I understand you wish words with me. Miyun has information on the Ixal you say. Speak freely. You have both my ears. Matron for friend. They mean to defile the guardian tree? Before Nafaka, I swear these filthy birdmen will not touch it, nay, not so much as a single leaf. 12 help me, how could it be that neither the woodwillers nor the gods' quiver caught wind of this? I cannot help but think this plot bears the mark of the masked devil who has eluded us for so long. We must be wary. This incursion may be more than it seems. Ah, would that the warriors of light were still with us. But this is no time for such idle thoughts. I thank you for delivering this message. You may assure Miyun that I will dispatch a unit of me best men to investigate. My lord! What is it? The Ixal, sir. The Ixal have amassed at the guardian tree. Already? Bloody hells. Wysteria, Miyun believes you are capable, and I think of no better judge than she. Lend us your strength this day. Aid in the defense of the guardian tree. I can do that. Yeah. Central. The Bull Lord sent you. Yes, good to have you with us. The birdmen have completely surrounded the guardian tree, and their calls grow more urgent by the minute. Whatever it is they mean to do, we cannot let them go through with it. They must be stopped, no matter the cost. Oh, mournful voice of creation. Oh, mournful voice of time. Squawk, attend me all. To us, this forest, to Noka belongs. Wisdom of paragons we possess, to our former glory restore us at will. From this tree a great crystal we take, unto Garuda an offering we shall make. Unfeathered ones and elementals, banish we shall, our ancient home reclaim we will. First squad, flank left. Second squad, second and third, flank right. This position is yours, adventurer. May the elementals keep you. Squat. Interrupt us, you dare. In your own blood, in your own blood, you shall bathe. I shall just dance through this. Impressive work, adventurer. The bow lord bids you hold this position. Enemies may yet lurk near, so stay on your guard. We go to bolster the left flank, where the battle yet rages. The source of her strength becomes clear. You may have bested the golem, but you will not fare so well this day. By all means, it's the same day. I finish one quest, stare him in the eye as I accept another. It has been 3 days, adventurer. Huh? O mournful voice of creation, send unto me a creature of the abyss, my thrall to command, that I might smite mine enemies. Your very being imperils the plan. You cannot be suffered to live. Well, you see, my dance is too strong. I mean, I probably don't need it right now, but I appreciate it. I'll take the help. Paragons. That's what I heard. The bringers of chaos, or Asians, to give them a proper name. It would seem our suspicions were correct. It is they who have been manipulating the beast tribes. Wisteria, are you unharmed? Had I known this creature was near, I would have sent men, not called them away. There is no mistake, sir. He is the one who stirred the Ixal from their nest. Our intelligence was reliable. So this is the man who eluded us for so long? Right, we finally got him. We sensed an ominous presence and came here as swiftly as our legs would carry us. Well, it's good to know what we're up against anyways. My thanks as ever, friends. Crowman, move out. To say you played an instrumental role in the success of this mission would scarcely do justice to your efforts this day, adventurer. Upon your return to Gridania, pray visit me in Quiver's Hold. I will see to it that you receive the thanks you are due. You're probably wondering why You're probably wondering why we always seem to appear when there's trouble, right? Well, trust me when I tell you that it's almost never our fault. Despite what it looks like, Papa Belimo and I are actually helping the Gridanians, and we've been doing so for a good few years too. Oh, did I mention that we're not from around here? You said you were scholars? Why yes, we are Charlians. However, did you know? Well, so I wasn't mistaken. Mistaken? About what? Nothing. Nothing at all. Aw, you always do that. Mumble something loaded with meaning, only to keep it to yourself when someone asks. It's unfair, and it's especially unfair when that someone is me. Oh, do calm down. I'll tell you later. I bet you won't. Anyway, all's well that ends well. Quite. We'd best be on our way. See you later. Oh hey, you gonna let me pass out again and fall face first into the water? Okay. I didn't pass out. You know, 500 seconds, or 900 seconds seem like a long time, but I just used it. Welcome back, adventurer. Your exploits at the Guardian Tree are the stuff of songs. The Bow Lord awaits you within. I have awaited your return, Wysteria. Allow me to thank you again for helping us to defend the Guardian Tree. Not only did you put the invading Ixal to the rout, you confronted the masked mage and his spell minion and emerged the victor. I have good men and women under me, none of whom give me cause for complaint, but you, Wysteria, are a class apart. Your strength, your determination, your heart. You have all the makings of a great adventurer. Miyun is seldom mistaken in her appraisals, and she is plainly not mistaken now. Gridania is stronger for your presence. The Elder Seedseer would doubtless be pleased to learn that a capable adventurer like you has come to us. Once more, I thank you. Owing to your valor, disaster has been averted.
Elder Seedseer. My lady.
Oh, look at this beauty.
I am come to express my gratitude for your valiant efforts before the Guardian Tree. I am informed that an adventurer of singular talent now walks amongst us.
Would that
You are
singular
she, are you not?
would that singular talent be that I'm a dancer? Because no other dancers are around.
My name is Kan-e Senna, and it is my solemn charge to watch over all who call Gridania home. Well met and welcome to our fair nation. It was your valor that won us the day, I believe. On behalf of all Gridanians, I offer you my humblest thanks.
Oh, thank you.
This gift I present to you as a small token of my gratitude. I hope that you will ever remain a friend to Gridania. Green Bliss is coming. It is an age-old ceremony to renew the bond between man and elemental. Over the centuries, it has blossomed into a joyous festival encompassing Gridanians from every walk of life. I should be most gratified if you would participate in the ceremony as emissary.
Oh, such a great honor.
I look forward to seeing you on that most joyous of days. Till then, fare you well. May you walk in the light of the crystal.
None in Gridania can doubt your worth, Wysteria, but to receive such praise from the Elder Seedseer herself. And nor is that the half of it. She chose you to play the role of emissary. For God's sake, you, an outsider, do you have any idea what this means? No, not really. But of course you don't. You are not forest-born, which is rather the point. Mistake me not, I think you are worthy, but your selection is all but unprecedented, and I'll wager you have not the faintest inkling what is required of you. No. Our preparations of the emissary must needs complete ahead of time. I suggest you consult Miyun regarding the matter. She is overseeing the arrangements for the event. Now you had best get going. The ceremony cannot commence without the emissary. Oh, and Wysteria, don't make a hash of this. Don't mess it up. Oh, you mean like fainting midway through? Couldn't be me. Sorry. Had I known you were coming, I would have baked you a pie. Well, why don't you just bake me a pie anyway? I want a pie. You are truly full of surprises, Wysteria. Next you'll be telling me you're one of the Warriors of Light, back from a half-decade-long holiday. Well, give me 1 second. I need a new box of tissues. Okay. But let us speak of preparations. As you doubtless already know, green bliss is an age-old ceremony for strengthening the bond between man and elemental. These days, though, the name also refers to the festival at large. In the ceremony, the emissary serves as a conduit, a bridge between the people and the guardians of the 12th Suffice it to say, it is no small responsibility, nor does the Elder Seedseer choose mankind's representative on a whim. Seldom history not have non-forest-born been chosen for the role, which should give you the idea of the magnitude of the honor being accorded you. For your part, you are required to wear a ceremonial artifact, which is presently in the keeping of Timber Master Beaton. Go to the Carpenters Guild and collect it from the man, then return to me for further instructions. What, kitty? So, you are the emissary to be. Miyun sent word that you would be coming to collect the ceremonial artifact. The good news is that it's ready, painstakingly crafted by these very hands, and from the rarest of materials. Take it, along with this warning. Get so much as a scratch on the thing, and I shall make an unceremonial artifact out of you. Oh, hold on, there's a video of puppies. Oh, they're so cute. The house in which my fiance and I are living in, we had a dog who had puppies, and they are the cutest thing I have seen since my kitty cats. If you need to know, I am a cat person more than a dog person. Doesn't mean I don't like dogs, because these puppies are adorable. But I do love the fluffiness and spiciness of cats. Rawr. Rawr, 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 rawr. Hey, is that so? Back from your trip to the Carpenter's Guild. Let's see what you have in that box. Ah, this is by far the finest Monoa mask I have ever laid my eyes upon. The Timber Master has truly outdone himself this time. In case you didn't mention, the mask is crafted from consecrated lumber rendered up by the guardian tree, solely for the use in the ceremony. In other words, it's priceless. Mother bids you handle it with care. And with that, your preparations are complete. The venue should just about be in order as well. If you have any questions, now is the time to ask. Now that you have the Monoa mask, all that's left is to participate in the ceremony. Perchance you are feeling nervous, but never fear. Despite all the pomp surrounding the role, there is really nothing to being emissary. All you are required to do is wear the mask, stand up straight, and look dignified. The more involved aspects of the proceedings will be handled by others. Simple, no? The ceremony will be held in Mi Keto's amphitheater, where, when you are ready, make yourself known to the caretaker, a woman named Estate. Oh, and be sure to wear your mask or she may not recognize you. Now off you go, Wysteria, and good luck. I thought it would have been put in my inventory. Ah, you must be the emissary. I see you have come prepared. That is well. I have been instructed to escort you to your place. Please follow me.
Look! The Elder Cecia.
12 bless her heart!
May she find favor with the elementals. This radiance. Could it be a crystal of light?
I don't think this is supposed to happen. I'm not supposed to be doing anything to mess up this role as emissary.
Tell me true, has the Mother Crystal revealed herself to you? Did you bask in her light? Have you, perchance, experienced sensations akin to ether sickness of late? That Hydaelyn would speak directly to this woman. There once were dauntless adventurers who fought in the name of Eorzea. When the primals threatened to bleed the land dry, these brave men and women rose to face them. When the Garlean Empire resumed its war of conquest, they rushed to the realm's defense. And when it was foretold that Dalamud would fall, they fought with all their strength to deliver us from certain doom. Yet as strong and as brave as they were, they, like so many, disappeared amidst the flames at Carteneau. None have forgotten the heroes who gave all for the sake of a realm not their own.
My question is, how do you know that this realm isn't theirs? Like, are we talking Eorzea or all of Wysteria? The point is, it's like you're saying that we appeared out of nowhere and that we weren't just hiding in the corner of the 12th Wood or, you know, something like that. So it's just a little interesting to be like, this was not their realm. This is not your realm. It's like, don't I get to say where I'm from? Where did I come from then?
Yet when we try to recall their names, we find the pages of our memories are blank, as if bleached by the sun. And when we try to recall their faces, we see them only in silhouette, as if they stood betwixt us and a blinding glare. Hence have these heroes come to be known as the Warriors of Light. Beholding you, illuminated by the glow of the crystal, I could not help but be reminded of them. The crystal has chosen you for a purpose. Trust to its guiding light, and all shall be revealed to you in good time.
Only for Midgard Swimmer to take it all away.
Though none can say for certain what the future will bring, it is my belief that you may yet play a telling role in the tale of this great realm. For the power of the echo resides within you.
Speak of the devil. Ooh.
Flames to
Not
the fore!
Realborn sitting on a chocobo while everyone else is on their feet.
Victory belongs to the bold. Show those Imperial whore sons what we're made of.
The left flank buckles. Divert the barracudas. Bid them hold that position, though it costs them their lives.
The yellow serpents are in need of succor. Pray, send the white wolves to their aid. The adventurers risk life and limb for our cause. We must not fail them.
Oh my gosh. Is that Emmett?
Is Artemis?
Is that Emmett Selk? Not La Habrea, but I think that's Emmett Selk.
No, it is nothing.
Bloody hells! The barrier won't go down so easily! Eyes forward!
We are being watched.
Raging Bull, calling Bloodthorn. Bloodthorn, respond! Respond, damn you!
Where did his chocobo go? It disappeared.
Ah!
Raging Bull, this is Mad Snake. Respond.
Ryder, this is Raging Bull. What news?
Why does he need to like kneel down? He needs to brace himself. You know? Like, you have 2 arms right now. You have 2 good legs.
We're surrounded by a blaze. There is no way out. Gods preserve, what is that thing?
What's going on? Speak to me!
Gods, damn it! We cannot hold much longer.
Everyone's looking like they can hear it. But it's a link pearl. It's supposed to be.
Mad Snake! Mad Snake! Answer me! Damn it! Damn it all to the 7th hell!
What of the barracudas? Can they not be reached?
Sorry, Admiral. Shell's not working.
What of our own?
I cannot say, my lady. That monstrosity appears to be disrupting our communications.
We must keep trying. Call till they respond.
Yes, my lady.
Admiral, General, we can do no more. We must give the order to withdraw.
I will not forsake Louis Soir.
General, please. Victory may belong to the bold, but there will be no victor this day. You know this to be true. Let us not sacrifice lives in vain. The adventurers fight bravely, but to no avail. Let them withdraw, and let us be the ones to stand with Louis Soir.
Belay previous orders. All Maelstrom units are commanded to fall back, effective immediately.
I feel like the only one you can stand with Louis Soir between those 3 is Kane Sana. Because she can wield magic. A gun and an axe isn't going to do much.
Give the foreign levy priority. Let the main host cover their retreat and bring up the rear.
Damn it! Relay the order. All flames are to withdraw. I don't care if our link cells are useless. You still have a working pair of legs, don't you? Well, use them, you bloody half-wit!
The outcome of this battle was long since decided. Better to retreat now than risk a massacre.
There's already been a massacre.
This dark, stifling presence. Who or what? We go to take our place beside Archon Louisoix. To your positions.
Kasbamul, Sogin Moise Donzul. Logalo, Asawad Deken Bet Mubut.
Because they instrumented the capture of Bahamut. For the Alligans, they whispered in the Alligans' ears like, "Oh, do this and do that." The eons of imprisonment have only made him hungry.
Imarat way. Kiskatoga Had's Waddledorns.
I am aware of them. Pray them no mind. They are powerless to act.
Seize Nigem. Fizdun the only Lamrai Sadai Dawn.
It has begun. Soon the planet will regain its true form. Ah, look who's back in the land of the living. You mean to say you don't remember a thing? You collapsed in the middle of the ceremony. Gave us all a good fright. So we carried you back here. I must say, you're heavier than you look. You've hardly stopped of late. Your exertions must have caught up with you. But your adventures are nothing if not resilient. Seeing as the worst is past, I shall take my leave or return to my duties. Oh, I almost forgot. The elder Seedseer told me she'd like to see you when you felt well enough. The gentle soul is almost as worried about you as I was, bless her. When you're back on your feet, be sure to visit her at the Lotus Sand. Assuming I still can't. Yeah. I want to get to where we meet the Scions before I end. Because I think that's the end of part 1. Controversy. are Wysteria Starflower, are you not? I bid you welcome, my lady. The elder Seer left word that you would be joining her at the Lotus Sand. May I show you in? I have looked forward to your coming, Wysteria. But tell me, are you recovered? I am most glad of that. Now, I hope you will not doubt the earnestness of my concern. But I would ask a favor of you, nor can I deny that I summoned you here in part with this in mind. Know, however, that I proceed only upon the understanding that you are rested and well. Thank you for hearing me out. I have written a letter to my counterparts in the Eorzean Alliance. The Battle of Cartano and the calamity that followed claimed countless souls, and left countless more bereft and alone. In the dark days that followed, many were the survivors who thought themselves less fortunate than the dead. 5 years have come and gone, but the land and the people still bear the wounds of devastation. Nor are we any closer of learning the fate of the warriors of light. Yet, so long as we live, we must never give up hope. We owe this to those who laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. In remembrance of them, a memorial service will soon be held upon the anniversary of the Battle of Cartano. This missive bears the details of that service. You graciously accepted the part of emissary in recent ceremony. Should you be so willing, I will now make you my envoy, and have you bear my message to our allies. Your dedication to the people of Gridania rouses fond memories in me, and I would choose no other for the role. Will you do me this favor? Humbly, I thank you. As you are no doubt aware, our partners in the Eorzean Alliance lie some considerable distance away. Nor are Ul'dah and Limsa Lominsa close to one another. Yet fear not, for I have no intention of subjecting you, my own newly appointed envoy, to a journey which would take weeks by land. Whoa! No, I mean for you to travel by air. Receive of me this airship pass. With it, you will make use of the skyways that connect the 3 city-states of the Alliance. The airship landing is situated upon the lower floor of the Caroline canopy. Simply show your pass, and you will be admitted to the departure area. Before you embark on your journey, however, you would do well to seek the worldly wisdom of being. Few forest-born guardians know more of the lands beyond the 12th wood than she. In better times, airships were available for the convenience of one and all. Alas, the risk of our crafts may fall to Imperial attacks has forced a reduction in the number of flights. Consequently, it has become necessary to restrict air travel only to those whose need is great. Such individuals may petition the relevant parties to be issued an airship pass. As you may have deduced, I myself am one such party. Yet I was not alone in desiring that you be granted the privilege of air travel. Such is the potential you show. We have no doubt but that you will reward our faith in you. By the power vested in me, I bid you journey forth as my envoy into the great realm of Eorzea. Walk her fields, brave her seas, and strive to know her better. And wheresoever you go, go without fear, for the path shall ever be revealed to those who are true of heart. Guided by the crystal's light, set forth and discover your destiny. I was gonna tamper with my chat logs, but I think that's okay. Tis good to see you up and about. Tell me, did you pay the elder seed seer a visit as I bade? Appointed personal envoy. Now you are to bear the elder seed seer's missive to our allies. Well, it seems you've made an impression on the great woman. I can't argue with her judgment, though. You've earned this honor with tireless hard work, and anyone who says you don't deserve it had better not do so in my hearing. I find myself praising you often of late, but Mother is truly proud of you. Short of a warrior of light, I can imagine no better adventurer to represent us, and that, my girl, is some compliment. But I flattered you enough for one day, and I don't want your head to get too big, or you'll struggle to lug it around the realm. Speaking of which, Eorzea is a big old place. Now that you have an airship pass, you can really start to broaden your horizons. The sky's quite literally the limit. Even if your errand didn't call for it, I would strongly suggest visiting the two other city-states of the Alliance before going anywhere else. They are, of course, Limsa Lominsa, City of Pirates, and Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert. Once you've acquainted yourself with them, you can turn your sights on whichever lesser-trodden region takes your fancy. Lesser-trodden. I'm pretty sure they're all well-trodden. Unless she's speaking of traveling to them from Eorzea. Like, I think that's less trodden. But the people from Alamigo and Doma, they're well traversed. They're not forgotten. But you think the next area I'm gonna go to, I'm gonna go straight for Tuliyollal. That's what I want. Might as well. She says I can go anywhere. The calamity changed the face of Eorzea, and much of her now lies in shadow. Beyond man's ken, it is veritable playground for a wide-eyed adventurer like your good self. Mind you, it won't be all fun and games. Each nation faces its fair share of problems, from internal strife to conflict with the beast tribes and their primals, so don't be too surprised if you find yourself embroiled in an odd, unsavory situation on your travels. But no matter what difficulties you encounter, I am confident that you will pull through and emerge the stronger for the experience. These are interesting times for Eorzea. It's been 5 years now since the calamity, but folk are finally beginning to look to the future. period of great change is upon us, and you have a part to play in it. And if that prospect doesn't excite you, I don't know what will. Greetings, good madam. This is a reservation counter for Limsa Lominsa bound flights. Oh, are you not Wysteria Starflower, the Elder Seatseer's personal envoy? We at Highland Skyways are honored to serve you. Will you be flying with us today? Yes. Hold on. What? I'm on this side, but... Am I going crazy? Oh, we go outside. Oh, it's snowing. How pretty. Oh, the ash. I remember when you had to go through each city-state and do basically what I did for each city-state. It was a level 1 to level 15 set of quests. And then you got the envoy quest, where you go out, tell each party of, hey, we should do this remembrance thing. And then you have to go back through each city-state, participate in each one. And yeah, this used to take like 3 times longer than it should. Oh, that's what it was. Yeah, you did your level 1 to 15 quest line, and then you had your dungeon. And then, you know, whichever place you're at, in my case, Gridania, so Mother Miyun, however you want to say your name, is like, hey, we got word Limsa in need of help. And then you go there, do their level 1 to 15, do their dungeon, and then you go to Ul'dah and do the same thing. And then you make yourself known throughout these 3 city-states. And then your starting city, so mine, Gridania, will be like, you've made yourself well known. Will you be my personal envoy in saying that we need to remember all those that have fallen and look for the future? So then we go back through, we deliver the missive, and then we start in Gridania. I believe we start in Gridania, or your starting city. After that, to go through each city-state and attend. Yeah, it was a whole thing. Kinda miss it, but I understand why they shortened it. It's because it takes so long. One day. One day, minstrels will swing of your deeds. No, you're not wrong. This is when they first arrive in
It has
Eorzea.
been 15 years, but the bitter taste of defeat lingers still. 15 years since the Imperial fleet set course for Mordona, led by the Egrios, mightiest of all vessels. Silver Till Lake lay ripe for the taking, and all of Eorzea would soon be ours. Or so we believed. But an innumerable host of dragons met us that day, at the heart of which flew the great Midgard Zormer. Though we succeeded in slaying that lord among worms, the dread serpent's defeat was bought at too high a price. Our invincible flagship was lost, and all hope of victory with her. So ended our glorious conquest. Eorzea, a blighted realm, riddled with false gods.
I wouldn't say false.
Twice now it has eluded the Empire's grasp. For all the destruction it wrought, even Meteor, the great sin, failed to yield us control over it. And for this failure, the realm has sunk deeper into depravity. It is twisted beyond all reckoning, rotten nigh to the core. Yet, it must be saved. Only Garlean rule can bring order to Eorzea. It falls to us to deliver the misguided masses from their ignorance.
I think he's saying that because the Ascians are behind it all. And they need to bring calamity to restore the world to what it was, right? Because the Ascians are behind Garlemald. Just like they were behind the Alligans and any other major civilization like that.
We are of one mind, Lord Van Balzar.
Senior engineers, please report to Magitech research following scheduled inspection.
Hey, is the Legatus really planning to take another tilt at Eorzea?
Hey? What hole have you been hiding in? We're in the midst of preparing for a new campaign, and a huge one at that.
But I thought the Emperor had given up the Western lands for lost after Cartano. What could the Legatus possibly hope to gain by acting alone?
I sense you harbor certain doubts over the wisdom of the Legatus's plan.
Pretty boy.
My lord!
Please, call me Nero. Tell me, where were you born?
Othard, my lord.
Alamigo, my lord.
Ah, codename Hummingway, I presume?
I don't know what you...
Silence. Your denials will not change your fate. I assure you, Frumentarium sees all. Clean up this mess, and do not miss any, or I shall be most displeased.
At once, my lord.
Garland. Soon you will be made to know the true power of Magitech.
Welcome to Linsa. Okay. Wrong side. Oh. The Admiral has been looking forward to your arrival. Please proceed to the Crow's Lift at your earliest convenience. It will take you to Bulwark Hall. Once there, pray speak with Xanthel. He will be pleased to show you into the Admiral's command room on the bridge.
Enter. I did not expect the Gridanian envoy to be an adventurer. It speaks highly of your character that the Elder Seedseer would choose an outsider to represent her nation's interests.
will.
This way.
Like I said, how do you know I'm an outsider?
I bid you welcome.
What makes you say I'm an outsider? I very well could have my backstory from Eorzea.
I am Melve Blufisvin, Admiral of Limsa Lominsa, and Commander of the Maelstrom. Now, what news from the Black Shroud?
A memorial service to honor the fallen. Has it been 5 years? 5 years since the Garlean Empire sought to wrest Eorzea from our grasp. It was in answer to the imperial threat that the city-states formed the Grand Companies and forged the Eorzean alliance anew. But Garlemald was not content to wager all in a simple contest of martial might. They had other plans, the Meteor Project. Legatus Nail Van Darnus, Hell's Taken, intended to cleanse our realm by snatching the lesser moon Dalamud from the heavens and casting it down upon our heads. Desperate to prevent this lunatic scheme, we marched our forces to Cartano Flats, and there met with the 7th Imperial Legion in battle. Never have I seen a fight like the Battle of Cartano, and I have seen full many. But though we gave no quarter, spared not one ounce of effort, we could not prevent what followed. From inside the shell of Dalamud came a winged nightmare. A dragon the size of a bloody city. 'Twas the elder primal Bahamut, bent on making an 8th hell of Eorzea. In the space of a breath, the legions of the Empire were set aflame, while our own armies fared little better. 'Twas as if the whole world was burning. Words cannot well describe the scene. And yet, by some miracle, a few among us were spared. Even as I steeled myself for death, a blinding white light enveloped me, robbing me of my senses. When I regained them, the dragon was gone, and the still smoldering land was warped beyond all knowing. Where Archon Louis still with us, he would doubtless shed some light on these unfathomable happenings. Alas, he is not, and I fear we will want for his wisdom in the days to come. For while our nation struggled to recover from the devastation, the beastmen call forth their danged primals to torment us anew. Unless we put aside our differences and rebuild now, our foes will catch us unprepared. And I speak not only for the beastmen. Do not imagine that the Empire has forsaken its claim on Eorzea. The Imperials crowd our borders, waiting to strike. We need a champion to replace those we lost. But such thoughts are worse than worthless. Time is short, and none will save us, save ourselves. It is the duty of every soul who survived the calamity to work together for the good of Eorzea, and this memorial service may be the very thing to unite us. Aye, Kane Senna has the right of it. I accept her proposal. Your duty is done here, adventurer. I will see to it that the Elder Seedseer receives my reply. You travel next to Ul'dah, yes? Pray give my regards to General Reborn, and tell him the wolf has been sniffing around the stables. A private jest, and one in poor taste. But I would have you tell it to him all the same. Fare you well, Wysteria. May the navigator guide you on your journey. Greetings, madam. This is a counter for passengers traveling to Ul'dah. A pleasure to serve you again. Are you ready to board the airship to Ul'dah? This ship is a lot emptier than the last one. Ah, you must be the envoy from Gridania. Welcome to Ul'dah. The Flame General awaits your arrival. Welcome to Ul'dah. We have been expecting you. Flame General Reborn will receive you in the fragrant chamber. Please take the lift down to the hustling strip and speak with Bartholomew at the Royal Promenades. The Gardanian envoy, I presume? Would you be so good as to allow me to inspect the missive you bear, madam? My thanks. Ah, yes. The seal of the Elder Seedseer. Please proceed.
Ah, a guest from Gridania. I thought I smelled leaf mold.
Okay. I guess I smell like leaf mold.
I won't hold it against you. If you're half the warrior Kane says, 'tis a wonder you don't reek of dead Ixal. Welcome to the Sultanate of Ul'dah. I am Rauban al-Din, General of the Immortal Flames. But you did not come all this way to trade formalities.
No, I didn't. Or did I? Cartano. I remember bloody Cartano. Do you know what happened that day, adventurer, when we took the field against the Garleans? I've been told. So my counterparts have educated you. Hmm? Oh, trust moral web to make light of our wolf problem. Women always have a black sense of humor. Wolves are bloodthirsty beasts upon which one cannot turn one's back. 'Tis only a matter of time before they bite. So it was the Garleans, 50 years ago. No sooner had they learned how to use Magitech than they began seizing territory from their neighbors. Led by the legatus Solus Zos Galvis, they swiftly brought the other nations of Ilzabar to heel. That's over in, oh man, I can't think of it. Where Ratzat Han is. They're in Ilzabard. And so the legatus became an emperor, and his republic an empire. An empire which then set its sights upon Eorzea. But the conquering emperor is now an old man of 80 winters. His health is failing, and he has no clear successor. Like as not, this is why the Garleans have been quiet of late. But the 14th Imperial Legion is still entrenched within our borders. And their commander, Legatus Gaius van Baelsar, has long harbored ambitions of conquest. Were he to strike now, I fear we would fall like so many others before us. Not only Ul'dah, but Gridania and Limsa Lominsa as well. For the calamity brought the lot of us to our knees, and we've yet to get up. We barely have the strength to stand against the beast tribes. Never mind the primals they mean to summon. We are a realm divided adventurer, an alliance in name only. But the wolf cares not for the plight of its prey. The Garleans stir, and the Admiral will not let it go unnoticed. All other concerns pale in comparison to the Empire, even the beast tribes and their bloody primals. We must stand united once more, that much is clear. And if we do so, we must remember... and if we're to do so, we must remember the cause which last brought us together. Kane will have her memorial. We will honor the memory of the fallen. We will remind the people what their brothers and sisters fought and died for. Shall we inform the Sultana and the Syndicate? I will speak with her grace myself. Very good, sir. The Elder Seedseer will have my reply anon. My thanks to you, adventurer. We may now make use of the airship routes connecting the three nations. Before you board an airship, you must pay the requisite fare in Gil. Or I'll just use Aetherites, but I think Aetherites are more expensive. Call of the Sea. Ah, my lady envoy, I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you don't mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that might be of interest of you. I once accompanied the Flame Journal on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Witch. Congrats on the level. Well, the man sent word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Boop. Half the castle. That's such a cute name. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, lass. I'll be with you in a... Aye, I'm better on all right. Who's asking? Ah, heard as I've gotten a few jobs for a capable venturer, you say? Well, you're bloody right. Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleeding airy. And if you think you're still interested, let me know, and I'll have you fill in on the details. Alright, well that seemed to be the end of part 1. And that is where I'm going to end it for stream as well. I hope you all had a good time. I'm going to get this on YouTube as soon as I can. I hope everyone has a good night, and thank you for coming. Leave a like, subscribe. If you like what you saw, have any tips or tricks, leave a comment. Have a good night.